Hi, everyone. Welcome. Today, I want to talk about consciousness in a very special way that I think will be helpful to you. And I want to hinge upon something that Christ said. He said, "If you love me, then obey my commandments." Now, I'm going to tie that in with something else that I heard said by a very advanced spiritual thinker. And he said, response is obedience. So I want you to remember those two phrases. The one by Christ, he said, "If you love me, then obey my commandments." And the other one is response is obedience. Now, here it is. This is a bit advanced for you. It's probably going to go over most of your heads, but some of you, I think, will be able to follow me. Our consciousness is supposed to be free so that you can give your attention. The way it is now for most people, their attention is grabbed by this and by that. It's grabbed by distractions, your iPhone, the news, music, what somebody said, what they're doing. All of these things capture your attention, especially when somebody says something mean or when somebody looks at you in a certain way. It captures your attention. And then you have a memory of it, and the memory also captures your attention, keeps coming back and grabbing your attention. And then when we go through life with our attention constantly distracted by one thing and then another, and when something totally captures your attention, like when you read, you get totally into your reading. When you listen to music, you're totally into listening to music. When you're eating, you're totally into eating. In other words, it has captured your attention. Then you're not totally there. And the classic example, so you know exactly what I mean, is when somebody's on the phone. When you see them on the phone, they're totally lost in the conversation, and you can come up to them and they don't even see you there. And they're not paying attention to anything else. They're totally lost in the phone. Maybe they're walking across the street without even looking where they're going. They're so lost in the phone conversation. So you understand that. Well, most of us live our whole lives that way, where we're lost in everything that captures your attention momentarily or for a longer or a very lengthy period of time holds your attention captive. So what I want you to see is that the ideal spiritual man or woman is a little detached, and their consciousness is sovereign in the body, and the sovereign consciousness scans the domain, and when things happen or appeals are made, it sees them or hears them, notices them at a little bit of a distance. And most of the things just go by. Don't even register. It's aware of them, but it is not captured by them. And then when there is a need for you to get to have attention to something, like let's say your child comes up to you with a need or a question, then you can give your attention, see? Your attention is free to give. It's free to give because, number one, it's available. See, when mom is lost in the phone and she's talking on the phone, she's not available. When dad is lost in his work, see, it's not wrong to work. I'm not saying it's wrong to talk on the phone or that it's wrong to work or that it's wrong to eat or wrong to do anything. I'm just saying that there's two ways of doing it. One way is where you do it lightly and appropriately, and the other way is you're totally lost in it. You see? And most of us, we get lost because it captures your attention, so you're not available.